Hello and welcome to the Middle School Bookmarker Super Quick Book Preview Show. This episode, we're checking out The Overthrow, Book 1, Bloom by Kenneth Oppel. Let's give it a preview and see if you might want to read it. We are hopping to the end of Chapter 1 for our passage preview. It was still raining hard as Anaya walked home from school. She took a deep breath. The air smelled wonderful. When she inhaled, her whole chest felt like it was filling, which was rare. She'd hardly sneezed at all. She turned up their driveway. Having a botanist father did not mean their front yard was a wonderland of sculpted bushes, exotic flowers, and ornamental trees. Quite the opposite. Dad never paid the yard one bit of attention. He was, after all, more of a weed man. Their yard was definitely one of the weediest going. Scraggly cedar shrubs lined the driveway, except for the gap where nothing grew. The dead patch was a bit of a family legend. Every so often, Mom tried to plant something there, and it would die within a few weeks. Another cedar, a fern, a hydrangea, native drought-resistant ground cover, it all croaked. Dad said they should just plonk down a garden gnome and call it quits. As Anaya walked past the dead patch, she stopped. Rain dripped from the edge of her umbrella. Her first thought was that someone had jammed a stake into the dead patch. She went closer. From the muddy earth, a black shoot jutted a full foot high. It was sturdy, its sheath bristling with a spiral of tiny hairs. The very tip of the plant was pointy. The thing hadn't been there this morning. She would have noticed it, which meant it had grown a full foot in a matter of hours? In the dead patch, where nothing grew? I hope that you're intrigued about that plant. Right now, we're going to hop over and take a look at some reviews and stuff. Amazon, it's got 466 ratings at 4.5 out of 5 stars. And on Common Sense Media, they rate the book as a 5 out of 5, and they say it's appropriate for ages 10 plus. We're about to do the back of the book summary blurb, but first, if you're finding this video enjoyable and helpful, could you please hit like and subscribe, maybe share with a friend or a teacher or a librarian? It would help me out a lot. And here's the full back of the book summary. The invasion begins, but not as you'd expect. It begins with rain. Rain that carries seeds, seeds that sprout overnight everywhere. These plants take over crop fields, twine up houses, and burrow below streets. They bloom and release toxic pollens. They bloom and form Venus flytrap-like pods that swallow animals and people. They bloom everywhere, unstoppable. Or are they? 3 kids on a remote island seem immune to the toxic plants. Anaya, Petra, Seth. They each have strange allergies, and yet not to these plants. What's their secret? Can they somehow be the key to beating back this invasion? They'd better figure it out fast, because it's starting to rain again. Bloom by Kenneth Oppel is a sci-fi book. It's an adventure. The audiobook is 8.5 hours long, and the print book is 320 pages. All right, let's wrap this baby up. Moment of truth. Is this book for you? If not, head on over to the Middle School Bookmarkers YouTube channel for some more book previews. If you're more into sports books, you might like Ghost by Jason Reynolds. If you want to solve a mystery, you might want to check out Alley Cross by James Patterson. Thank you so much for checking out this book with me. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I really hope you guys find something that you want to read.